Hello, and welcome to the first episode of 8 Hours Later with the Stream Queen. I am your host and self proclaimed Stream Queen, Just E, and I have been mulling over this series for a long time. I decided to finally start this series because TV has a special place in my heart, and the evolution of streaming has taken its place for me. My only wish is that instead of my parents making TV seem so bad as I was growing up, they encouraged my viewing and perhaps let me know the opportunities available in the field. Being more introverted, probably would have enjoyed something behind the camera, perhaps a writer, director, producer, prop person, and many other jobs I have learned about over the years. Here's some background on me in streaming. I started watching using Netflix since the beginning. If you are a person of a particular age, you remember when you had to choose the movie online and wait for the CDs to come through the mail. As technology and viewing habits changed, Netflix went through a transformation where you could see the movies through streaming, which really went into overdrive during the pandemic. And Netflix started creating original programming. I'd even started streaming when a lot of the initial channels had their own sites and would make certain shows available to viewers after they ran on the scheduled night. I also have a penchant for British crime dramas, so I'm also over on Amazon Prime enjoying those shows as well. And of course, once Netflix started streaming original programming, Prime pumped it up, and a lot of regular channels moved from their sites to major platforms such as Hulu, Disney Plus, and Peacock. Not that there wasn't British crime on Netflix, there was just a bit more material on Prime Video. Well, let's just be realistic. I have an obsession with crime dramas, so I was also on Peacock and Paramount watching Dateline, 48 Hours, and 2020, or some random crime documentaries. The only thing I don't watch is Snapped. Funny story. Snap was my Sunday jam. I believe I watched every Sunday marathon. We would go to church. I get in my comfy clothes when we return and watch Snap. Fix dinner and back to Snap. The only time the channel changed was from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. when the shows of the day would come on, and then it was back to Snap to end the night. Finally, one day, my husband came into our room on a Sunday during the Snap marathon. I believe I was studying. Yes, I was one of those persons who studies with the TV playing and radio blasting. For some strange reason, it helps me concentrate. I know, strange. Anywho, he gets my attention and says he doesn't feel comfortable with me watching so much Snap. I would appreciate it if I could cool it with the marathons. I laughed and asked if he thought I was trying to unalive him. He shrugged and left the room, and I watched my last Snap marathon. To this day, I may catch an episode here or there. However, I really only watched because I was waiting for somebody to get away with it. Unfortunately, they never do. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I will meet you here every week so that we can continue talking about my love of TV streaming and what I am currently watching and answer your questions. So let me know what you're watching and how TV or streaming has changed your life. And if you are familiar with my voice, it is because you have heard me on several other podcasts. This being the first, he says with my husband, which is the previous one, and currently on hiatus. So if you'd like to catch up on those episodes before we get back to work, please look us up on all streaming networks, or most streaming networks. And I also have The Randomness of E and The Hunters Are Here, where I discuss my maternal family side and share stories about growing up hunter. So thank you again for tuning in. So don't forget to subscribe to 8 Hours Later with the Stream Queen on any platform you listen to your podcast. Want to do more? Make a donation by buying a cup of coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Mock Media Group. Check out our merch and statement tees on Etsy or TikTok at Ease Tees, EZZTEES. It's if you love reading, check out Mr. Paul's Vignettes from the South Central Sun, Part 1 on Amazon. If that's too much, check out our website, mockmediagroup.com. Thanks again for listening. See you next week.